What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're starting the day at our Dutchess yard, and the reason we are here is because yesterday I took a ride down to Jersey, pretty much Philadelphia, and picked up this big propane heater. This is going to be used for our construction crew to hopefully keep them a bit more warmer in that sparrow's nest job throughout the winter while they work there. So I'm gonna hop in the tool cat. I gotta run down there, grab the forks. We're gonna get this thing unloaded. We also are working on this Western plow here that we switched over to go on either our tool cats or our skid steer. So Kevin just pulled one of these hoses off. We're gonna make two hoses for this that have the quick coupler to go on these types of machines. The Western setups are a little bit different, so it's basically going to be these couplers on a Western plow. But we're going to bring that down to our shop, make those hoses, and then bring them back up here. Tomorrow we're going to be working here. We're going to finish this, but let me hop in here, grab the forks, and we'll get this thing unloaded. All right, guys, we got the heater thrown in the garage and we are heading down to our main shop. All right, guys, we just got to our shop here and my truck is still sitting here. Matt is about to be here momentarily. There's a lot of traffic on the thruway. There's a bad accident, so he's held up a little bit. So this truck is going to get buttoned up today, and then him and Rodrigo are heading to the mall to take care of some things. But yesterday, Rodrigo and Kevin started working on this Silverado 6500 here, which I purchased this Everest plow frame for about a week or so ago. They got the old Fisher plow frame off. They got the new frame bolted to the truck, but these four tubes where the pins go onto the frame here were only tacked. You can see this one is pretty much fully welded, but they were only tacked. Here, I'll show you right here. You can see this one has a tack and a tack there. So you can take those off and slide them to adjust them to fit in the tabs here. So we tried, without breaking them off first, we tried putting this on there and they were a little bit too close together and they didn't fit inside here. So we took these two off and slid them out a hair, welded that on, and now basically all we have to do is finish welding these on, and then this will bolt up or pin up right to it, and then we can start putting the rest of the pieces together. So by the end of today, this is going to be completely set up. Unfortunately, we do not have the rear wing post. It's really two pieces. There's a tube that goes across the frame here that gets bolted to the frame, and then there's a little circle piece that would be right here that your rear wing arms attach to. We don't have that. I'll show you on my truck what it looks like real quick. This is a little bit different because this is a International versus Ford, or a Chevy, I mean. But it's basically this tube piece and this we're missing. So we're waiting on Everest to get it down to us. They're out of Canada, so hopefully it doesn't take too long because that's holding us up from getting a wing on this truck. But that's what we have on the schedule right now. We're just about to get started. We got to get the welder out, get these all welded, and then we can start putting it all together. All right guys, so the entire frame is done being welded now, and we are about to throw this piece on. This just goes on with 4 of those pins there, and then we have a couple more pieces laying around that we have to throw on, and then there's also this front lift tower, which is the front wing post here. So that's pretty much all we have for this truck. Like I said, we're missing the rear pieces for it, so we're gonna throw this all together and hopefully it all fits.
Let's go.
All right guys, so we have this plow frame completely put together, all bolted on. All the bolts are tight, pins in, everything is complete. This is pretty much all we can do for now. We have hoses here, one for the lift cylinder and then 2 power angle, but obviously with this setup we are gonna have to change our hydraulic pump, which is in here. This is just not capable of running a wing and front plow at the same time. So this truck is going to get central hydraulics on it. It's just a matter of when. So we're going to make it work for now. We're just going to use the front plow. We obviously don't have the rear wing post either, so there's no way to put a wing on this until we get the rest of the parts. But we're going to pull this out, park it out in the parking lot, and then we're going to take my truck. This is all put back together. We're going to take this for a little ride and just test it on the road. We have to run to the hydraulic store and get some fittings for the end of that hose and the end of this hose to connect onto a quick coupler that will go on your, say like a Bobcat or a skid steer or something like that. All right guys, so unfortunately we just pulled my truck apart and replaced another wheel seal because they are making these as 2 pieces, fortunately. Well, actually this would go on the other side. It would go over there and sit like that. And these keep spinning off inside. I'll show you a different one real quick that we have for our bigger International trucks. And it's the same exact brand. But if you look at it here, this green piece doesn't come off. It's like all one piece, this whole wheel seal. So I guess they are making them different now, or At least for the Terrastars, they're different. And I drove it for 30 minutes maybe, and it failed on us. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. But we just put a new one on, wrapped it up. The truck's gonna sit right there for the next probably 2 days, because we are going to my Duchess yard tomorrow to work on some stuff up there. So when we're back down here on Thursday, I'll take it out, test drive it, and more than likely we're going to run into the same issue, which is unfortunate, but hopefully they make a new wheel seal for that and fix the design. So we can only wait and see what happens. But that's going to wrap it up for this one. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.